Hi, Omega Chaos here, and welcome to the first part of my guide to rank up series. This time I'm going to talk about rank up magics. There are about 8 of them available currently in the TCG and OCG. Uh, they pretty much focus on um, summoning an Xyz monster that is either one rank higher, that is a Chaos Xyz or Chaos number, or in the case of Astral Force, two any Xyz monster that is 2 ranks higher as long as it fits the requirements. So let's examine the different rank magics and their abilities. First is the rank magic Variance Force, the first rank magic released. Its basic qualities are that it requires the same type. The targeted Xyz monster has to be the same type as the Xyz monster you're going to summon, and it can summon Chaos numbers and Chaos Xyz monsters. And its extra effect is it steals an Xyz material from opponent's monster. So it's a pretty basic rank magic. It does have restriction that that requires the same type, and it can summon both Chaos numbers and Chaos Xyz, which is also really good. Some rank magics can't do that. So there is not much to talk about this card. It's the most unused rank magic. Most rank up players don't use this card. Mostly it's used in rank up decks that focus on variety of ranks, like Shark decks use both rank 4 and rank 5s and their chaos forms. So I think it's a pretty good rank magic, but not the best. The extra effect is sometimes really useful, of course, stealing an Xyz material from your opponent's monster, but you won't use that effect very often. So the next rank magic I'm going to talk about is rank magic Numeron Force. It also requires the same type like rank magic Variance Force, and it can only summon Chaos numbers. And its extra effect is negate the effects of 4 face-up cards on the field, which is really useful effect. So this rank magic is also pretty good, but I won't really use it in most rank up decks because it is way too restrictive, I think, because it can only summon Chaos numbers and has the same restriction as Variance Force. But still, it can be a good choice, especially if you want that extra effect negation. So yeah, the next rank magic is one of my favorite rank magics, which is rank magic limited Variance Force. It requires only rank 4 Xyz, any of them. Doesn't require to be the same type or anything like that. So unfortunately, it can only summon Chaos numbers, so no Chaos Xyz. And it doesn't have any additional benefits aside from ranking up. The reason why this rank magic is so good is because it's very versatile. You can use it on any rank 4 Xyz monster and rank up into any of your Chaos number monsters. Like you can, for example, you have Kingdom of Fire Imps on the field, you activate this, and then you can rank up in that King of the Fire Imps into your either Chaos number 1 of 4, Chaos number 69, which is a 4 doesn't attack beater, or even Chaos number 1 of 1. And then you can just take your opponent's monster as an Xyz material. But of course, it doesn't then have that additional effect when that requires a regular 1-on-1 in the graveyard, of course. But if you have a regular 101 in the graveyard, of course you can then use the secondary ability as well. So yeah, it's definitely really good rank magic, and it actually might be the best one. So yeah. Then there is rank magic Ancient Chaos Force. It is also considered one of the best ones. It requires rank 5 or higher Xyz monster, and it can summon both chaos numbers and chaos Xyz, and it can also recycle itself from the graveyard when you summon a rank 5 or higher monster, but it can only use that effect once per duel. This rank magic is really good in decks that focus on higher ranks, like Gimme Puppets or Photon Galaxy. So the Gimme Puppets chaos numbers are really good, of course. And you can also summon a Chaos Axis Ultima Trainer, which is a really good Chaos Axis in Gimme Puppet decks or Photon Galaxy. So it's also really versatile for that reason that you only require a rank 5 higher Axis monster and doesn't require a specific type or specific number. So I think it's definitely really good among the best rank magics. Especially because it can recycle itself from the graveyard, which means you can then use it again. So yeah. Then it's rank magic Quick Chaos. It's probably the most restrictive rank magic ever, because it requires the same number. You have to target the same number as the monster you're going to rank up into. For example, you have, or if you want to rank up into chaos number 101 with this card, you have to target the regular 101 for that, for you to be able to do that. And it can only summon chaos numbers. Of course, because it has to target the number, not any Xyz monster. But its additional benefit is that it's a quick play spell, which means you can activate in the opponent's turn, and you can change it to your opponent's card effect. If they target your monster, you can just activate this card, or if they activate Bottomless Trap Hole, something like that, to your summon. So it's definitely not bad rank magic for that reason. That the reason, because it's quick play spell, it definitely makes running it worth it. So it's definitely can be a really good option for many of your rank up decks. Then it's rank magic Admiration of the Thousands. This is a kind of a weird rank magic. It has kind of unusual mechanics. It's a card that exists with the same rank in both graveyards for you to activate this card. You can summon both chaos numbers and chaos Xyz. But think about this card is the monster you're going to summon with this card is not treated as Xyz one, which means you can't revive it then later. Which means that chaos number 101's effect doesn't apply. And it also requires Xyz with the same rank in both graveyards, which means that requirement is very hard to fulfill. So it's mostly good in the side, I think, but if you want to make a risk, then you can run it in your rank 4 based rank up deck, possibly, because most decks currently run rank 4s. But like I said, you can go up against a deck that doesn't use rank 4s, and that means it can become a dead card. But still, it's a pretty good card, especially for the side deck like I mentioned before. But most likely it's not going to be used much. Then we have rank magic, the 7th one, which is considered to be the most powerful of the rank of magics, but also the most hard to fulfill. It requires to be drawn as your normal draw in the draw phase. it can only summon over 100 chaos numbers. And the additional benefit is that the monster card exists from the extra deck or graveyard. So basically, in order to activate it, you have to draw it in your as in normal draw in the draw phase. Then you have to reveal it, and then you keep it revealed until you may start from main phase 1. Then you activate it. Then you summon out your overhanded number. It can be 101 to 107, and then you can rank it up to that chaos number depending on the overhanded number you summoned. So yeah, it's basically one card overhanded chaos number, which can be really good, and the monsters you can summon with this card are also really powerful. But the problem with this card is that if you draw it in your opening hand, you can't activate it. It's completely dead card. Of course, if you're not able to put it back to the deck, of course, or the top of the deck. Currently is used in Sylvans, but of course it can be used in other decks as well. It becomes better when your top number 99 Utopia Dragoon comes with a TCG. Then you can discard it to rank up your number 39 Utopia to Utopia Dragoon. So if you draw your rank 7th one in your opening hand, then you can just use it that way. So it doesn't become as dead draw as it is currently if you draw it in your opening hand. So yeah, I think it can be a really good choice, but it's also really a risky card to use. Then the last rank magic I'm going to talk about is the most unusual rank magic that is very different from all the other rank magics. It's rank magic Astral Force. It can cast the same type and attribute. It can summon any Exis monster that is 2 ranks higher, and it can recycle itself from the graveyard by giving up your normal draw in your draw phase. But if you use that effect, you can't spell some other monsters aside from using Astral Force. So, with this card, you can pretty much rank up your Exis monster up to 2 ranks, and it has to be the same type and attribute as the monster you targeted. So yeah, it definitely can be really good in some decks, but it's the card pool is not large enough for you to be able to use this card in many decks, because of course they cost the same type and attribute. It is can be a really good card in, for example, Surax to rank up your Eva Solagi or Tolka to Eva Solda, and it also is really good in a rank up Caustic deck because it can summon out the rank 3s easily, and you can, for example, rank up your Meko Engineer to Tiras, Keeper of Genesis, your Chronomania Crystal Chronaut to actually Chaos number 69, have the Crest of Horror. So yeah, there are some options that and that it can recycle itself from graveyard when you your normal draw can be also really good, but you're not going to use that effect that often because of the fact that restriction that you cannot summon other monsters that turn aside from using Astral Force. So yeah, it's definitely something really good rank magic, but it becomes even better as there are more Exis monsters released. Yeah, even in the Arc 5 era there are going to be more Exis monsters, which is really good. So yeah, I think this is it. This is the end of this part of my guide to rank up series. I hope you found that this information valuable to you. I definitely really like the rank up mechanic. That's why I am doing this series. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Guide to Rank Up. For now, goodbye and Oma Chaos out.